So This Is Love by For Curious Dad on AO3. Episode 6, Chapter 4, I Am Not You. Bakugo, guys, what are you doing? The final round is about to begin. Let's get ready. Kirishima's voice could be heard even before his own presence. Oh, yes, the final round. Sero turned to Bakugo and Midoriya. You guys go first. I will take Todoroki back to the audience and come back. He wrapped his arm around Todoroki's shoulder and left in a hurry, leaving a worried Midoriya and Bakugo behind. Todoroki, you were so brave. Telling your story like that, you are incredible. And about Midoriya's advice, you don't have to think too much about it. Just take your time, okay? If you want somebody to talk to, I'm here. Sero tried his best to lighten up the mood for Todoroki, worried that he might feel more gloomy after having to tell his past like that. Okay, I got it, Sero, Todoroki said. Also, good luck on your final round. He then gave Sero a hug and patted twice on his back. Another tip from, this time, Natsuo. Bro hugging each other to encourage them too. Sero was shocked. He didn't know where to put his arms when Todoroki hugged him. When he finished proceeding what had happened and about to hug back, Todoroki let go. He was waving at Sero goodbye, then turning back to his seat, leaving Sero standing there with his arms wide open, waiting to return the hug. That day, Todoroki went back home with a lot of thinking to do. Every word of Sero and Midoriya made him wonder about his decision. The moment he skipped the UA entrance, everything seemed so sure for him. Being a non-hero was a perfect plan to pay back Enji's expectations about him as a tool to surpass his nemesis. But now there was something uncertain mixed in there. Not satisfying Enji was one thing. Then what about his dream? He remembered watching All Might rescuing citizens when he was a kid, sitting safe and sound in his mother's lap. He remembers his mom's tender voice, encouraging him to follow the hero's path. You are not bound by your blood. You can become whatever you want to be, Shouto. You can be a great hero. This dream hadn't been forgotten. It was just tucked away by his own motivation of revenge on Enji's brutal training and blind ambition. Today, it was being woken up again, thanks to Sero and Midoriya. He started to feel like he had to do something other than being a normal high school student. Shoto, there you are. Have you dropped that silly idea out of your head and come back for training? In the Todoroki residency, there was Enji's own practice room. This was the area that brought Shoto most nightmare and suffering. This one, which he was most reluctant to come to, due to the fact that Enji dragged him there when he was a kid, and not a single day went by that he did not end up with bruises and injuries. However, today he came in by himself. Shoto silently observed the man in the middle of the room. He was as big as he recalled. His face was covered by his fire during training, and he was having his own victory and arrogant smile. Thinking Shoto had given up his rebellious face and come to him to go back to training. He was continuing his own speech about how many potential opponents Shoto could have if only he had attended UA, especially Midoriya, the boy who had a quirk that could become a rival of All Might's. He would be a perfect test to see how much you have processed, Shoto. I came here to tell you one thing. Todoroki started, with a austere expression and a cold voice. Sero's words were being replayed repeatedly inside his head. I am me, myself, Todoroki Shoto. I am not you, Endeavor. Not the number 2 hero. I won't beat All Might and become number 1 hero just for you, because that is not my job. No, Shoto, that is your duty! To surpass All Might. That's the only reason I put a lot of effort in you. Ishiro roared, fire covering his body, starting to extend, creating an intimidating atmosphere, and horribly hot surrounding him. But Shoto didn't find it threatening anymore. Now, he had someone to remind him of being himself, being an individual with his own feelings and thinking, not an emotionless tool or having to carry around a heavy duty. I said it once, and I repeat. I am Shouto. I am not you. His declaration shocked him. The hero was too spun to speak or retreat his fire. With an unbelievable expression, he just stood there, watching Shoto come back to his own room. Today. Is it okay to meet tomorrow? I wanted to tell you what I told my dad today. Yes, no problem. Are you okay though? I am. I feel better than before. Tomorrow I will tell you. Okay, good night. Sero worried about Todoroki. Even though they hung out a lot, this was the first time Todoroki asked to meet. Normally it was Sero, since he had plans to capture his heart and places to go. Maybe something tremendous and serious happened with Todoroki after they separated. Sero hadn't had a good day either. After an inevitable defeat despite all his efforts, he was being interrogated by Mina, Kaminari, and Kirishima about him hiding the fact that Todoroki was Endeavor's son. Why didn't you tell us he is Endeavor's son? Mina shaked her collar. Yeah, dude. Why didn't you tell us? I swear I looked like an idiot trying to be calm, since everyone was so chill about it. How could you leave us out? Kaminari whimpered. Man, you got a lot of explaining, Kirishima said. Also, what did you do with Midoriya and Bakubro before the final round? What did you guys talk about? Just in time, Bakugo walked by. Suddenly, he turned around and made eye contact with Sero, who was looking around for help. They reached a silent agreement. Todoroki's tragic backstory shouldn't be told by other people, so Sero summed it up his reason for them. Oh, he has a bad relationship with his father, so he would rather not talk about it in public. And you all know me, his future lover, is obliged to keep silence to respect him. Man, I have your back. Yes, this is what men should do for their loved ones. Kirishima laughed, and then Kaminari jumped in. But wait, so your father-in-law is Endeavor? Tough, bro. Good luck with that. Sero, like the Kaminari, had already considered him as a part of Todoroki's family, but he was too exhausted to pay attention to that. He was occupied by what Todoroki had told him today, with a sense of helplessness because he couldn't do anything but listen. And now, when he replied to his text, he was more concerned about what and how Todoroki felt. That night, Sero went to bed with many tossing and turning. His mind was full of Todoroki's expression today. A faint smile, a blank and expressionless face. Also that hostile attitude towards Midoriya, and his childhood story. Alright, okay. Hopefully that isn't too short. I know the next one's probably going to be even shorter. Again, I'm trying to hassle with the job. I really wish I could just quit. Oh my god. I hate this job so much. So much. Like, yes, sure, am I making a lot of money? But it's like, I don't have fixed hours. I don't. Right? And it's getting annoying. Because it's like, okay, great, amazing. How am I supposed to book appointments? How am I supposed to do all this other shit? Like, okay, you have me working random times. Great, amazing, every week. Can you just set me days to work so I know how to schedule in my recordings? Or, literally anything else? I can't even ask, like, can I get the afternoon shift? Or can I get the morning shift? Because there is no, shift I could pick from. Whatever, point taken is, I'm tired, I'm sleepy, there's not much I want to say about this chapter other than, yep, Todoroki finally stuck it to the man. No, yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, anyways, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.